The main challenge in a production environment like ours isn't just managing the inherent complexity of modern automation. We also need the right team to deliver consistent, high-quality, batch-size 1 production. Every part is different, and we specialize in bespoke manufacturing, where every component is tailored to incredibly precise specifications, which is certainly a major challenge in today's world. My name is Wolfgang Torvesten. I am the managing director and partner of HORATEC. We've been in business for nearly 30 years now. We have 170 employees and have been manufacturing prefabricated furniture components for the carpentry trade since 1996. I had the idea for our current business model as early as 1988 when I started my apprenticeship. Just 10 years later, I launched the business. The 4 production lines are somewhat different, but the basic process is always the same. We saw, we do edge banding, and then we drill, always in a linked process. I think our 28-year-old partnership with HOMAG speaks for itself. You don't work together for 28 years if you're not satisfied. I think that if you want to produce furniture components reliably and with process consistency, you ultimately can't do it without HOMAG. When you plan a project like this new line, you always start with a specific requirement and say, this is what we'd like to do. Then, HOMAG provides innovative solutions, and we work together to bring them to life. However, it is always driven by our own underlying concept. Here at HORATEC, we're using the DRILLTEQ H-610. Our new next-generation clamp machine raises the bar with superior performance upgrades and innovative cutting-edge features. Our requests were effectively addressed with this new DRILLTEQ H-610 model. 3 or 4 years ago, we provided 100,000 MPR files to see what the range of parts looked like, and I believe this machine was partly developed based on those 100,000 data sets. And then we had to ask ourselves if we should take the risk and switch to the successor model, DRILLTEQ H-610. A major decision like this doesn't come easy, but I was able to weigh all the risks and benefits because I always felt included throughout the entire development process. They kept us thoroughly informed throughout the process. I actually had a very, very good feeling about it from the very beginning, and it turned out to be the right decision. The collaboration with HORATEC is a partnership in the truest sense of the word. It is built on the shared goal to get as much possible out of this system. The trend in the furniture industry, where qualified employees, just like in any other trade, are becoming increasingly difficult to find, actually led us to enhance and update the system to meet modern standards that are significantly more intuitive to operate and program. We've incorporated features like the IntelliGuide Classic system, which directly shows the machine operator whether the workpiece is correctly positioned and aligned, effectively eliminating the possibility of operator errors from the very start. Furthermore, this clamp machine is designed for secure and worry-free programming. There's no clamping device positioning involved at that stage. That's all calculated internally by the machine for the specific program. Thanks to its upper and lower tool changers, the DRILLTEQ H-610 offers so many more options when it comes to milling tools. This feature makes it easier to machine the sides. We can mount a Climax on the surface as well as horizontally. The possibilities are endless. One of the biggest advantages of this machine is the speed, because it allows us to work with 2 pairs of clamps that can simultaneously hold 2 workpieces and move them within the machine. The truly amazing part is that we can split up the processing operations so that we're actually processing 2 workpieces at the same time in the machine. While we're milling on one side, we're already drilling on the other. And that's just brilliant, because it means we have no downtime. I have this 6-side machining capability, and of course a processing depth of up to 1.6 meters in theory. That covers everything we need. The DRILLTEQ H-610 is a highly flexible system that can be integrated into a wide variety of production scenarios. Here at HORATEC, it is currently equipped with a cross-feed and cross-discharge. However, it can also be loaded manually or with a hedgehog buffer before and after. We can feed in lengthwise and discharge lengthwise, which means we can handle any configuration in a production line with this system. The system measures the workpieces in real time to ensure that we get absolutely outstanding performance as a result. I highly recommend the machine because it covers an incredible range of applications in furniture manufacturing and because it is extremely fast. We actually use it to process all cabinet parts. I've been very satisfied with the machine so far. I can say with confidence that it was the right decision. Never before has six-sided processing at HOMAG been as fast as it is with this machine. HOMAG, your solution.